Welcome to the YouTube channel of Center for ADR IFM Law School. In the previous video, we have demonstrated the opening statements of a parties in a negotiation session. Now, as a follow-up, in this video, we will be demonstrating how the agendas are framed and discussions are carried out between the parties in a negotiation session. Hope this video will be useful to you.
Said so far, I believe we could conclude or derive only one agenda as far as we've talked. So basically, it would be to settle the dispute over the 40% of shares. Either it should be completely transferred to the third party, or it should be shared among the partners of the firm. So, is there anything else that you as counsel and trying to add to this agenda?
My time is okay with that because yeah, we can proceed.
Good luck. So, thanks so much.
Okay, so starting on, I guess since I am the marketing partner and since I am the majority holder, I guess I have the right over the shares that I own. So since I am 40% of the shares, I guess it should be me who gets to decide whom to sell the shares to. Now, considering if I share of my my shares to the third party, in turn the partners would still have 60% in the firm wherein they get majority of the shares. So I guess selling in 40% of the shares completely to the third party wouldn't make much difference, and I guess adding on third party to our firm, I guess that would in turn help us bring more to the table, and which could in turn help the firm to grow more. So I guess selling 40% of my shares to the third party, I guess that's well within my limits, and I'm okay with selling my shares to the third party. That's what I think.
So adding to what Pawan has said, and of course backing up in this regard, I believe selling the shares to the third party would of course be useful to the company because we are bringing in new talent and venture inside this company. In that regard, it's not just about a new partner entering, whereas it's also new skills and pros and team inside this firm. And Pawan, as far as I know, as his counsel, would entrust such 40% of shares to a trustworthy person who has good experience of running a firm, and I believe that would add to your caliber to run this company in a very successful manner, and I believe he is legally equipped to do so. And to a pretty much extent, we are not convinced of the fact that selling the total 40% of the shares completely to the firm would not be amicable as far as we are concerned, or as far as the company is concerned. And I believe, as far as my counsel, my client has been saying, we would like to move in this regard because of the fact that there are several functions of a company, and I believe there should be several people with several talent and intellect to run such functions and operations of the company. And I believe bringing in a new partner to the firm would of course enhance the company in that regard.
So I completely understand what Mr. Pawan has stated. You want to bring a new person to this company who is well equipped with all his skills and all. But you also know that we have been working for this firm since day one, and it's a partnership firm. So since you are already retired, it's not only you who will trust him, it should we, the already existing partners of this firm, should also be able to build his trust. So I think on the very first time bringing a new person to the firm who has come after 9 years, whereas they have already worked for 8 to 9 years and they have given our best to this firm. And as we have worked with you, we are already aware that how capable we are, how skillful we are, how good we are for the work of this good firm. So I think bringing to a new partner suddenly and giving his entire 40% shares, which will be of course majority than us, will make a ruckus between us because he will be having his majority of shares and he'll have majority of the say in every decision making. So I think that will be a problem because since it's a partnership firm, even though you trust on the person whoever you are bringing in, we do not have that trust on him. Since it's a partnership firm, we should be working together. So I think you shouldn't be selling entire 40% share to the other third party, and you should be selling the entire 40% of share to the partners who already exist in this firm. And again, you already know they are well equipped with everything. We have given 100%. We have, since in 9 years, we have given the 100% growth to this firm. So I think we are well equipped with our skills, and we should be getting the entire 40% shares to us.
Okay, adding on that, like whatever trust or like whatever thing high skill equipment or something you are trusting on that third party, while you're like we can have the trust on our clients even who are working from like who are working with them corporately like 8 years, because they know all the advantages and disadvantages of the company. They can handle the current situation, to tackle how it can be like, which has seen given a good profit from all over 8 years. So it would be great if you have given them like where you are showing your trust to the third party, like can give them the 40%.
So as far as my client is concerned, you as the client and counsel should also be made aware of the fact that he has absolute prerogative to do so, and he believes that he does not entrust upon someone as a third party, whereas he entrusts such 40% of shares who has corporate experience, plus a person who has life skills as well, plus soft power, and that I believe would of course add talent to the company. And it's not just a majority shares being held in the company, because that would be 50% or more in the company. Still, Amrita Reddy and Ravi Kumar would hold 60% of the shares of the company together. That would be an absolute majority of the shares as well as of the power holding in the company, and they would of course enjoy the several privileges and prestiges as the majority shareholders of the company. So in that regard, I believe it would be a feasible option for the parties to accept our choice and our absolute legal right to entrust the 40% of shares to the third party.
So, adding on to what my counsel just said, as he clearly mentioned that since day one it's been the three of us who has been there in the firm, it's been us who has been running the firm. So, speaking about jointly owning the shares, it would be 60% of you guys will be handling the shares, whereas the 40% would be there to the third party. So you guys would in turn, even though if I sell my 40% of the shares to the third party, which good advantage are from as well, but you guys by the end of the day would still have 60% of say in the firm. So I guess me selling 40% of the shares to the third party won't make much difference, but it would in turn benefit our firm itself.
I absolutely understand what you're trying to say here and your concerns here. But at the point what my opposing counsel said that we will be getting the majority of the shares since we will have 60%. But at the end of the day, Amrinder and I are also two individuals. And it's not that we will be counting as together always since we are working in this firm right now. As you are counting as the 60% of shares. At the end of the day, we also have 30% of shares. And if in future I first plan to leave or decide to leave or retire like you are doing, so again it will be 30% share for you. And the party which you are bringing right now will have the majority of the share. Your counsel mentioned that the majority of the shares will be 50% and above. But here I'm not talking about the majority of entire shares. Here I'm talking about the majority of the shares each and every part of this firm has. So since I have 30% share and Brinker has 30% share, and the third party which will be coming here will be having 40% share, which among us will be having the majority of the share, which will again create a problem because he is the new person to this firm. It's his first day, we have been working here 9 days. He will have a majority of the share, so he will have to make more decisions. He will have almost all decisions to make on his hand. So I think again it's not feasible for us, for a new person to come and just take all over the firm, for which firm we have been working since last 8 to 9 years, and we have given the best to this firm. So I think it's not feasible for us.
Okay, so I know we are here to negotiate, and so I would like to come up with an offer wherein I would like to sell in 10% of my shares to the firm and 30% to the third party, which would in turn, if the partners divide equally among them, both of the partners would have 35% shares each, whereas the third party would be having 30% shares. So even if you look at it individually or jointly, the partners would be having a majority of the shares. So I guess that's a deal from our side, that's an offer from our side that we could agree on.
And also adding to the fact that we're not convinced as much as we should be as to why we should provide the complete 40% of shares to you as behind the company.
I would like to request my opposite client to can you repeat the counter offer which you just made?
So as I have 40% of the shares, I am planning on selling off 10% of the shares to the firm, that is to Ravi Kumar and Amrendra Reddy, whereas 30% of the shares could be sold to the third party. So if you look at it jointly, the firm would be having 70% of the shares. If you look at it separately, Mr. Ravi Kumar, that is you, and Amrendra Reddy would own 35% shares individually, whereas the third party would own 30%. So in that case, the firm in itself would have the majority. Even if you look at it jointly or individually, so that's an advantage for firm as well as the third party.
So I completely understand you are trying to give 35% to, according to you, if you divide the percentage of shares, 35% to each Ravi and Amritsar and 30% to the newer party, right? But you see, 5% doesn't make really is a big deal since again we will be having almost equal number of shares. 5% for each individual if you're differentiating, it is not a huge deal. So I again think that there will be a problem again for the same reasons as the new person is coming in. So I think instead of 35% which you are offering us in the type of the operator, so you are offering 10% to us and 30% to the third party. Instead of that, I can come up with a counter offer that you give 30% to us so that we get to decide 50% each and 10% to the third party. Since this is new to the firm, you'll get to know what the firm is doing and all. So I think 10% shares giving to the third party will make more sense than giving 30% to us.
Yeah, that is more agreeable because like the main things is experience. 8 years of experience with the thing, they have made a profitable company with a good trust with customers. But the new one who can make for taking time to settle, even it will take a lot of time. Where we can have not done that much trust and you're planning to give that much property at beginning even. Like increment of 5% shares will be like really will be not that much acceptable thing. As my counsel said, we can work on it.
Recalling what has been previously said by the client and counsel, where you were stating that the new third party who's entering inside the firm would have a 40%, that is more than what you as individuals hold of shares in the firm. But whereas this 5% adding to your shares would make you both parties holding more shares than what the third party has. So that has been your issue of holding shares in the company, because you believe that the party who's newly entering has more shares. Now that the 5% increases the amount of shares that you have, I believe it's a feasible option of you as you client and counsel could opt for it.
And adding on to what my counsel just said and agreeing, even though if I sell 10% to the firm, it's an increment of 5%, and it's not like if I am sharing 30% of my shares to the third party, it's not like I am bringing in a layman who would be handling the firm, right? It would be some expert. Actually, I know him personally. He's an expert. He's an expert at this. He has been in this field since last 20 years. And it's not like if I sell the 30% to him, it would result in downfall of the firm. But I guess 10% from our side to the firm would be a better deal.
The thing is not like that. Again, I'm asking you to highlight the things. Because they only have contributed major part from past 8 years. Now the new person taking a major part which is equal to them. It's not in any wrong way, but the thing is, who has done a major contribution to the company from past 8 years, who know everything from top to bottom. You should have given major contribution to them, not for the new person. You can give instead of that 10% to them and take 30% in the division for them.
Adding to my client, my counsel, what she just stated, you are giving 10% to us and 30% to the third party. But like she already mentioned, and you are already aware, we have been working in this firm since day one. Even the third party, whoever is coming, has enough experience, but still every firm's work in a different manner, right? Him coming to this firm and settling here, understanding the entire process of this firm is a long process. This might take a longer time than we actually are thinking. For let's say we are thinking for 5 years, it might happen that it takes 10 years for him to understand this firm. But at the opposite side, we here are already aware with everything this firm does, how this firm works, everything we are aware, right? So, and just giving 5% extra still doesn't make sense, and I don't think so we are completely agreeing to it. So I think you should be negotiating your offer and giving us more.
Okay, so Mr. Ravi, I completely agree with what you are saying, and I completely understand your stance. I would like to reconsider my offer, and I wish to sell 15% of my shares to the firm, whereas 25% to the other party, that is the third party. So if you look at it separately, each partner would be owning a total of 37.5% of shares, that is Mr. Ravi, you and Mr. Amrendra would be owning a total of 37.5% of shares, and the other party, that is the third party, would be owning 25%. So the ratio would be 75% is to 25%. So I guess there is a bit of balance in here, and I guess we could accept on this.
So furthermore, the party should also be appreciative about us in this regard, because we have come from a 0% of shares being provided to you to an increase of 15%, which is a great move, and we as having an absolute authority of our shares coming down to this point, increasing shares from 0 to 15% to provide to the firm. I believe we have come a long way, and I believe the parties from their behalf or from their regard should accept this offer, because I don't think that would be a better solution which we could reach, because 15% is a long way that we have come, where we were initially in the motive or the notion of selling the total 40% of shares to the third party, despite the fact that we are yet not convinced of how to increase that 15% of shares which can be provided to you in the future.
So, well, I completely understand the point. You move from 0% to 15% now, and you already trust that person whenever you are selling the 25% to the third party. We completely understand. We are not at all like that, and we are really happy that this negotiation process is going very nicely. But I would request a few seconds to discuss with my counsel for this counter offer. So yes. So after discussing with my counsel, I think 15% is again not feasible for us. Again, the same reasons I would not like to give, since I've already said like more than once. Counter offer which we are ready to offer is, after discussing with the client, is we are ready to give 20% to the third party, and 20% you might be willing to sell to the persons who already exist in the firms. And also, like you stated before, that you're selling us 15%. I think we should not let's go in the manner where we, Ravi and Amrinder are going to split the shares which you are selling. I think that's the later case whenever either person will be retiring or leaving the firm. I think that will be the later stage, and that's the thing which can be dealt later. So I think we are ready to counter offer with 20% for each.
Why exactly do you think that providing you with 20% of shares would benefit the company?
Because like the division of like 5 or like 15, so 25 doesn't work. Like in equal amount 10, then it will work in a proper way. Other than like third party will get the full percent and like they will get full percent. With there, for them it will be like, it will work for their contribution and their experience of works.
Adding to the point what she just stated, the person is just beautiful. I think 20% is more than enough what we are going to give him, since he has no clue what this firm does. He has no experience in this particular firm. So I think that's a fair deal if we are ready to give 20% to the person who is coming from outside and 20% to the persons who are already existing members of this firm.
Do we have a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
Also considering from our part that we have come down to 20%, and I believe 20% to the firm and 20% to the third party would be unable. But adding to the fact that we would provide more, strength to the third party by giving him the authority or entrusting with the authority to appoint 2 floor supervisors on his discretion, and a marketing manager according to his eligibility criteria, along with the 20% to the firm and 20% to the third party. So we would like to add this technicality to the offer that you have proposed.
I think we are ready with this decision that you sell 20% to the existing members of the firm and 20% to the third party, with the additional authorities which are going to be given from our side, that appointing 2 floor supervisors and marketing manager. This authority will be given to the third party who will be entering the firm, and he can appoint these people as an employee in this firm according to his own eligibility. I think we are good with this.
Yeah, it's a great deal because shares only has a more power than authorities. If he has that much power, he can do it.
So I believe as councils on your behalf and council on representing Pavan, we are obliged to draft an agreement, amicable agreement, of course, this is one. So I believe we would do that, considering the fact that the agreement would have in place of sharing 20% of shares to the firm and 20% to the third party, and appointing of 2 floor supervisors and a managing partner according to his eligibility criteria. Is there anything else you would like to add or in this regard?
If my time is okay, we can.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Now that the parties have agreed, I believe we reached a fierce agreement and we can draft one in regards to the same. So,
Thanks for watching our video and we hope that it was engaging. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos in the series as we will demonstrate you the closing statements of the parties in a negotiation session. Please do like, share and subscribe to the Center for ADR.